welcome back to Bella Haunted Dolls. In today's video I'm going to be communicating with this spirit for the second ever time. The first time was a couple of days ago with one of my friends, and it was her first time ever communicating with a spirit. We got quite a bit of activity from him using the EMF reader, but today I'm going to be using the cat ball, EMF reader, the dowsing rods and the pendulum. Obviously this is one of my new ones. I don't know if you can see that at all from this angle, but there we go. I have set out some candles just to bring a little bit of energy into the room. I also just like using them for light as well, and I've got some just on this table next to me. I turned the main light off because it is really bright, so I'm hoping this is enough light for obviously you guys to see. But let's get started with trying to answer some questions. Okay guys, so I'm going to start off by using the dowsing rods. I've never used the dowsing rods with this spirit before. I've only used the EMF reader. So you can set the EMF reader off anytime you like throughout the session, just like you did the other day. I don't want to speak to any of the other spirits at the moment. I only want to speak to the spirit that's attached to this bear in front of me. No other spirits are welcome in this communication session. Okay, so to use the dowsing rods, I want you to cross them over for yes, or keep them outwards for no. So, oh, I just had a really weird, like, almost like a kick off this dowsing rod then, like a little electric shock, but that's never happened to me before. Hopefully that's a good sign. Okay, so does the spirit, right, just slowly sound a little bit, there we go. So the spirit that's attached to the bear in front of me, are you happy to communicate with me today? Thank you. And are you happy to communicate on camera? Perfect, thank you. And are you in a happy mood today? Thank you. I can feel like he's a very positive spirit, so I can feel that energy sort of radiating from him at the moment, which is a good sign. Okay. So are you angry today? Or sad? Okay, so you're in a good mood today. Thank you so much. I'm really glad you're in a good mood. Okay, let's start asking some questions about him. I suppose we better start with, are you a male spirit? Because those are the vibes that I get off him. Thank you so much. Thank you for confirming that. And then just to be sure, are you a female spirit? Okay. And are you happy to be here with me and my other spirits? You can use some energy from me if you like. Okay. So just to confirm, are you happy with to be here with me and the other spirits? It's quite a slow yes. Okay. Are there any spirits that you don't get along with here with me? Okay. That's like half and half. Is it the negative spirits that you don't like? Is it the negatives? Okay, that's fair enough. And are you always a positive spirit? Do you sometimes get sad or upset? You can use energy from the candles. You can also use energy from me if you're struggling. I just twitched then. That's what I mean with my hands. Sometimes they just twitch. So I try to ask a question again if I do that. Do you sometimes get sad or upset? Thank you. My thumb here felt like a weird pressure on it then. Okay. Are you... okay. Are you under 20 years old? Are you over 20 years old? Okay. Are you over 30 years old? Can you uncross those dowsing rods for me if you're over 30 years old? Are you... I'll reset them. Are you under 30 years old? Okay. Are you over 30 years old? Are you over 30 years old? Are you under 30 years old? Thank you. So when I'm communicating, I do tend to ask questions like that, like back and forth, are you over, are you under, are you over, are you under, just to make sure that I'm getting the right answer. So sorry if it's a little bit repetitive in some points. Okay, so I think I might leave the dowsing rods there and move on to the pendulum, which I have here. Thank you so much for communicating with me on the dowsing rods. I obviously don't want to make this video too long, and I still want to try and use the EMF reader again. So I think this is a better view for you. Okay, so like I say, circle for yes and side to side for no. Are you still happy to communicate with me today? You can use my energy to do this. Are you still happy to communicate? That's it, make those movements nice and big so I can see them. Okay, so that is going around in a circle. Thank you for that. And just to confirm, are you a male spirit? Brilliant, thank you. And are you happy to be here with me and my other spirits? Thank you. And are you in your 20s? Thank you. Are you sad today? No. Are you happy today? Thank you. So, he's quite active on the pendulum. It is going around quite strongly. So I think I might try and get the first letter of his name. Okay, does your name begin with an A? Does your name begin with the letter A? Letter A. I don't know why I said it like that. Does your name begin with the letter A? No. Does your name begin with the letter B? Does your name begin with the letter C? Does your name begin with the letter D? Does your name... oh God, I forgot where I was. A, B, C, D, E. Does your name begin with the letter E? Does your name begin with the letter F? That's starting to change. Does your name begin with the letter F? Does your first name begin with the letter F? Can Can you make that movement nice and big so I can see what you mean? Does your name begin with the letter F? That looks like it's going around in a circle. But a weird circle, like on the side. Okay, that looks like it's swinging for no now. So your name, does your name begin with the letter F? No. Does it begin with the letter G? Does it begin with the letter H? Does it begin with the letter I? Does it begin with the letter J? Does it begin with the letter K? Does it begin with the letter K? That looks like it's going in a circle. Oh, just move that a sec. Does your name begin with the letter K? Make those movements nice and big. Does it begin with the letter K? Does it begin with the letter L? Just move this over here so you can see better. Does your name begin with the letter L? Now that's a circle. Okay. Does your name begin with the letter L? Does your name begin with the letter K? Does your name begin with the letter A? Does your name begin with the letter F? Does your name begin with the letter L? Okay, thank you. Ooh, I was holding that quite tight then, I don't know why. Let's just confirm that on the dowsing rods as well. Okay, so does your name begin with the letter L? Thank you. Okay, thank you so much for confirming that. Okay guys, so I think what I'll do now is I'm going to try and do some communication through the EMF reader. Okay guys, so I've spent about 10 minutes trying to get some activity through the EMF reader, but unfortunately this is the reality of communicating with spirits. I've had no activity through the EMF reader today. If you do want to see him communicate through the EMF reader, I'm going to put some clips in now, just of the other day of me and my friend. I was going to do this as a short. I still might put it up as a short as well, but I'm going to pop in a few clips of the other day using the EMF reader, because unfortunately today it doesn't seem like he wants to use the trigger items, which is absolutely fair enough. Like I say, it is just the reality of communicating with spirits. You never know what you're going to get. You never know if you'll get activity or not. Some days they are more active than others. I'm really grateful that we've had quite a bit of activity through the dowsing rods and the pendulum, where he was quite, you know, strong on those. So yeah, I'll put that clip in now for you. So if we want to show Carrie some activity, could you set that EMF reader off, please? Thank you. Can you make that go all the way up to red? Thank you. Do you like that Carrie's here? Make that go all the way up to red if you like that she's here with us.
Doesn't like me.
Can you set it off if you don't like Carrie?
I'm really sorry, Bear. Oh no.
Are you being cheeky and pranking us that you don't like Carrie? Or if you're pranking us, can you make it go all the way up to red?
You.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I'm happy with that. I'm happy with the yellow. You don't have to go up to a red.
So, do you like Carrie? Thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks, Mr. Bear.
Does that mean you're a chilled spirit? My phone's slipping out my hand.
Oh, yes.
And do you like it when we're nice and calm around you? Make that go all the way up to red if you like it when we're nice and calm and you're a chilled out spirit. Thank you so much. That was right up to red then as well. Thank you. You're actually really nice to talk to. And do you like when we're excitable around you? Yeah. Are you quite an excited spirit now that you're here with the other spirits? Awesome. And do you like being around these spirits? Do you like being around the other spirits that are in this house? Do you just like being around some of them? That was our first time communicating with him and my friend's first time ever communicating. So I'm going to leave the video here for today. Thank you so much for watching if you got this far. I've got quite a few other videos planned. I think I am actually going to film one more today, which is another communication session. I've got a few, TikToks coming up, a few shorts, so make sure you stay tuned for those, and I'll see you in the next one.